how a project can be done in an organization is heavily influenced by the organizational structure. Actually, the governance structure of an organization puts a limitation on how a project can be done. Let us look at various types of organizational structures and what it means to do projects there. The simplest form of organization is an organic or owner-operated organization. The owner basically makes all the decisions, so it is natural that the owner will have full authority over the project budget and assigning of resources. Usually in such small organizations, everyone is doing everything as work gets assigned to them. So someone assigned as the project manager will have little to no authority, will be working full-time as an operational resource, so project work will be part-time work for that person. Will have no control over budget. And if there is any help for project management administrative work, it will be minimal. A functional organization will not be much different except that work groups are arranged by functions and almost everyone has a defined functional role in the organization. The core business of a functional organization is to provide service or run functions, and the project work is extra work. So, someone assigned as project manager will be working part-time on the project since that person is a full-time operational resource. This person has very little authority if there is any. No resources are available or very little resource time assigned to the project. Typically, this person cannot assign work to resources as the resources are managed by the functional managers who also manage the project budget. Anyone helping out with project management administrative work will be part-time. Almost all decisions are made by the functional manager, so the project manager is really working as an expediter, only doing follow-ups with the resources working part-time. What type of project this organization can complete successfully? The ones that do not have a set deadline. The project can be completed whenever possible, and the ones where work can be assigned to resources and they can do it on their own timeline with very little supervision or communication. Not much coordination is needed. And why is that? Because project work will be second priority for resources who are full-time operational or functional resources. Official communication between resources is through functional managers. So the project cannot have too frequent communication needs, otherwise it will suffer. Now, if such a functional organization is too big, like a multi-divisional global organization, work groups can be arranged by product or large clients or customer types or country or portfolios. Other than that, the organizational dynamics are the same. Project budget and work assignments are controlled by the functional managers, and project management administrative work is part-time. Then there are also matrix structured organizations. These organizations are set up to do functional and operational work, but also want to perform project work. There are three types: weak, balanced, and strong matrix. Weak matrix organizations are quite similar to the functional type with few differences. In weak matrix organizations, work groups are arranged by job functions. The project team members are identified and the assigned project manager can work with them directly. So there is some resource availability and some authority, but it is low. The project manager role is part-time, but really the work is like that of a coordinator, though not officially designated as coordinator. Coordinator coordinates resources and work. The PM's main job is functional. Financial decisions making is still done by the functional managers. Now, in the balanced matrix organizations, work groups are arranged by job functions like the weak matrix, but the key difference is that project budget may be managed by both the project manager and the functional manager. Also, the project manager has more authority and better resource availability. The role is still part-time, but project management work is defined as part of the functional work. In the strong matrix organization, work groups are arranged by functions in a way that project management is now a function. This means that the project manager is reporting to a manager of project managers, and just like other functions like IT, finance, human resources, project management is also a function now. The PM role is full-time with moderate to high authority. The project budget is managed by the project manager. The resources are officially assigned to the project, and the project manager can assign the work and manage resources for the duration of the project. Usually, any project management administrative work will be taken care of by full-time resources. Once the project is complete, the resources go back to their functional managers, and all of this is done officially. I want to make one thing clear here: the role of the project manager in these three types of matrix structures. See, in a strong matrix, the project manager role is a defined and designated role. In a balanced matrix, the project management role is not a separate role but defined clearly within the functional role. But in a weak matrix, the project management work is done as additional work, like the typical job description which says other work as assigned. That piece will cover the project management work. So we have talked about functional and matrix organizations. On the other end of the spectrum is the project-oriented organization. The work group and the project team is set up permanently under the project manager. The project manager is the permanent manager of the team, and the whole team moves from one project to the next once the project is done. The project manager has either total authority or very high authority over the resources. The project management administrative staff is also full-time, as the projects taken up are complex, long-term, large projects requiring such resources. What happens if there is no more project work? The team is disbanded. Thank you for your work. We do not need you anymore. Kind of disbanded. In the matrix type, resources were simply sent back to the functional managers. Sometimes when a functional or matrix organization need to do a highly complex long-term project, a composite organization may be set up where a separate project-oriented organization is set up, which is free from all the limitations imposed by the functional organization, so that the project manager has full authority over the work and the resources. Now, there is also a virtual type organization which has become popular in the last 15-20 years. The work groups are not in a structured permanent format, but rather it is a networked structure with various points of contacts, a fluid, ever-changing structure. The project manager role is sometimes full-time, other times part-time. Authority can be low to moderate, resource availability low to moderate, and admin staff also can be full-time or part-time. The same way, there is no defined way of who manages project budget. It is all mixed up. Some organizations have PMO-based structure for project work, where based on the type of project management office, work groups can be arranged different ways, but project manager roles are usually full-time designated role with high to almost total authority and also access to resources. Budgets are also managed by PMs. One last type is the hybrid type, which is just a mix of all these types. So in a nutshell, project management is impacted by the organizational structures because each structure brings a different set of limitations and opportunities.